Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Thankful Thursday. My name is Julie Boyer and I'm the author of 30 Days of Gratitude. This week we'll be talking about how to be grateful no matter what the weather. I'm standing here outside. It's November in Canada and it's actually a gorgeous day. The sun is shining, there's a little bit of a breeze. It's probably a little bit too cold to be outside without a coat, but you get the idea. Now, there are always ways to be negative about the weather that's happening. In fact, we hear people complaining about the weather every single day of our lives. Whether it's raining, snowing, sunny, hot, or cold, there's always a way to complain about it. What I'd like to suggest is that together we can actually change the way that people look at the weather and find gratitude every single day, no matter what the weather. How does that sound? So let's talk about some great ways that we can be grateful every single day, no matter what the weather is. You know, we don't control the weather, so why not find a way to look at the weather from a perspective of gratitude? Because it's really something that we cannot change. The only thing we can change is our perspective. So on a beautiful sunny day like today, I'm just letting the sun beam down on my face. Why not just simply be grateful for the fact that the sun is shining, that it warms our planet, that it gives us life. Yes, the sun can be distracting when we're driving. Yes, sometimes it can get really hot in our home or office because the sun is beaming through that window. But take a minute and enjoy that sun shining in your face. Take a minute and relax in the sunshine and bask in its glory. And maybe close your eyes and imagine you're on a beach in Mexico somewhere. What about the wind? As you can see, I'm battling a little bit of the wind today, but that's okay. I love actually looking at this gorgeous willow tree and the wind blowing its branches around. There are definitely times when wind causes havoc and destruction. And those times are few and far between, especially for most of us, those who live in the tornado belt accepted. But generally, you know, wind is such a beautiful way to spread and pollinate plants. It helps move the air around. It actually helps to spread and change energy. You know, ever notice when a big wind comes in that it actually tends to change the weather? Usually, sometimes for the best. We had a huge windstorm a couple days ago and here we are again with the sun shining. It's a stunning day. What about when it rains? Yes, when it rains, everyone has something to say about how much they dislike it when it rains. But rain is so essential for life. Plants need the rain to live. And without plants, we wouldn't have oxygen. So why not just focus on simply that, yes, it's nourishing our plants and nourishing our environment. Sure, we might get a little bit wet. Why not take a time to be grateful for your umbrella? You know, we were going to an event a few weeks ago and the weather was really bad. It was raining really hard. It was really, really windy. It wasn't that great driving conditions. But the neat thing that I found to be grateful for that day is that, well, I'm glad that our training is on this day. So I'm actually inside all day in a warm building, getting some great education while the weather outside isn't so fantastic. What about snow? All right, now many of you watching this may never have to deal with snow, but for those of us here in Canada, we definitely deal with a good season of snow. And I hear so many people saying right now, oh my goodness, I can't believe the snow is coming, you know, it's on its way, I hate the winter, I can't stand the snow. But you know what? One of the gorgeous things about living in a place like Canada is that we do have 4 seasons. And after winter always follows spring. And as far as I know, most people actually really love the spring. It's a beautiful time of rebirth. It's a time that nature is growing and flourishing. It's one of the most beautiful times of the year. So sometimes we're grateful for the winter, maybe just for the fact that spring is around the corner. I actually really do enjoy the winter. I love watching a beautiful snowfall. Of course, I'm grateful for the times when I'm watching that snowfall from my warm and cozy home as opposed to driving in my car. But there's always a time for us to find gratitude, whatever the weather is, whether it's snowing or not. And lastly, whether it's warm or it's cold, it's always easy to complain about the opposite. That's why we have clothing. That's why we have layers. You know what? If it's really too hot, you can shed a layer, you can find some shade, you can grab some water, get a cold drink. If it's too cold, put on a jacket, throw on a sweater, add some extra layers, put on some long underwear, mitts, a hat, whatever it needs to be to make yourself comfortable, whatever the weather is. You know, that's one of the wonderful things that we have. We do have an abundance of clothing, and I'm sure that most of you that are watching this have closets full of clothes that can keep you warm or cool depending on the day. So this week it's very simple. Instead of complaining or choosing to speak negative thoughts about the weather, which you cannot control, why not look at the weather from a place of gratitude and find gratitude no matter what the weather brings. Thank you so much for listening in this week. My name is Julie Boyer. I'm the author of 30 Days of Gratitude. To get your very own copy of the book, please visit 30daysofgratitude.com. And if you like this message and would love to receive a daily gratitude reminder into your inbox, please visit my personal site, julieboyer.com, to sign up for your daily gratitude reminder, where you'll get a different gratitude reminder in your inbox every single week. Thanks, guys, and create an amazing, grateful week.